People are making lifestyle sacrifices. Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee because I want to look at this article discussing people making lifestyle sacrifices to make ends meet. Now, this is something I have predicted for some time. As interest rates go up, cost of living pressures start to mount. People aren't going to run and instantly sell their house. They're going to, well, live like grown-ups. They may have to have a budget for the first time. They may have to make some sacrifices. They may realize how much money they're actually, frankly, pissing away on stuff they don't need, which it can add up real quick. You'd be surprised. All these little things just add up. And sometimes you don't have the time to go through it and realize, or you don't appreciate how much you're wasting. I speak from personal experience there, guys. So let's have a look at this one. So Aussies are not eating out or going out amid cost of living crisis. Now, this is going to mean that the retail and restaurant sector, eating out, going out, the bars and clubs, they're going to hit it first. And the unemployment rate in that sector is going to get hit. Now, that's usually a lower income sector, so you may see some mortgages at risk in that sector or struggling to pay rent in that sector if unemployment goes up. But we'll have to keep an eye on it, guys. Aussies are cutting back on luxuries like eating out, drinking, and going out as cost of living pressures mount. Friday night takeaway and going out drinking are on the chopping block as the rising cost of living forces Aussies to reassess their budgets. Going out drinking can get really expensive. I don't do it that much anymore, but it can really add up. I remember the last time Rachel and I went out, I got a beer and was it $15? I think it might have been. It was something insane. Half of Aussies, 51%, are cutting back on eating out and drinking out, new Finder analysis found. While more than a third, 33%, had limited how often they go out to events like movies, sports games, and concerts. This is what's happening. Aussies are also being a little less generous, with a third limiting the gifts they buy, 33%, and more than a quarter reeling in on charity donations, 27%. Well, as I say, charity begins at home. You need to take care of your own house and family before you start taking care of others. So weekend trips have also hit the back burner at 32%, as well as beauty treatments like tanning, nails, and massages, 30%. But it's not just luxuries Aussies are going without. Worryingly, 15% also report cutting back on visits to the doctor or dentist. I guess that's just my age. I haven't had to start visiting the doctor that much. I guess as I get older, I'm 40s now in the rearview mirror. The older I get, probably the more often it will happen. Not having the funds to follow up on health concerns can have serious consequences, even more so than an empty bank account, find a health insurance expert, James Martin warned. If money is tight, consider reviewing your existing plan to see if it's possible to cut any unnecessary cover. Aussies could also consider cancelling unused products like gym memberships, streaming services. Finder said, yep. That's all common advice, but sometimes you just need to have enough clarity and time to see it, to appreciate it. One cost I always had in my business, which is frustrating, is all the Adobe products. The Photoshop, the Illustrator, all of these things, and you're paying a monthly fee. You know what, let's have a look at how much it costs, because I'm a bit out of date there. You know what, we'll see, how much is that? How much is it going? Hang on. We'll go over here. What is it, Adobe products. Cost. How much is it? Price list. Cloud pricing, okay. Cloud pricing. Oh, they cost what? $58 a month for all apps for Creative Cloud. If I just want Photoshop, it's $30 a month. Premiere, it's $29 a month. Illustrator, wow. So these have gotten really expensive. For us, it was mainly Photoshop, Illustrator, and InDesign. They were the three ones that we needed. So you got to buy all this other shit just to get it. Or it's cheaper to get this. So $58, $60 a month. So that's a special discount, I'm assuming. It ends. Okay, yeah, it ends. So $80 a month is the cost. Now I've started using Affinity Photo, and the reason I went to that is because I don't have to get a subscription. It's a one-off price, no subscription. There you go, $109. They've gone up actually. It was $80. Well, maybe I got a deal. I think I got a deal, but there you go, $110. So, and you get this software. Otherwise, you're getting, what, 3 months, pretty much 4 months of Photoshop, and it's the equivalent software. So I bought version 1, and then I bought another copy of it, version 2, so I'm running both now. This is one way to save money, guys. You just gotta check. So if you can find something that's not, and this is hashtag not sponsored by Affinity, although I would love to be sponsored by them because it's a great product. But there you go, guys. If you're in your business, if you're using Adobe products, look at the Affinity range because it can do the same, and it's cheaper, just a one-off cost. Making sure they were shopping around to get a good deal on products they actually did need, like energy and insurance. So Aussies are still spending. Overall, Aussies are still spending more across all categories according to the latest ABS data from December. Discretionary spending was up 8.1% for the year annually, driven by spending in recreation and culture and accommodation services. Meanwhile, Reserve Bank Governor Philip Lowe confirmed more rate hikes are on the way. I don't think we're at the peak yet, but how far we have to go up, I don't know. It will depend upon inflation data, resilient spending, and what's happening with wages. So there we have it, guys. Right, Aussies are making cuts. So let's have a talk about this. So while the article is saying, at least on the Finder survey, the latest data they have on that survey, people's discretionary spending on eating out and drinking is going down. But from December over the whole year, everything's going up. Now, could that simply be because during the lockdowns, we were all restricted and now people want to get out and enjoy life again as everything is returning to normal? We'll have to see how this plays out over the next few years, frankly, to see what the impact is going to be. I mean, think about it. How's it going to flow through to that retail sector? Sure, we're seeing some, arguments that it's declining here, at least on Finder, but yeah, we'll have to watch. Anyway, guys, thank you all for watching. And if you're a fan of the channel, you can check out my other stuff at Heise BIM and Heise Does. And if you also want to support us, you can financially on YouTube or Patreon using our referral links at Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve or AussieBroadband, buying our pocket squares or calling us if you need an architect. Take care, everyone. Have a great day. And I'll see you in the next episode of HeiseSays. Have to keep going, guys. Honestly, I think we're going to see more people just tighten the belt as they need to before they start rushing to sell their houses. The supply's just going to choke off in housing. But check out Affinity Photo. It's awesome if you use Photoshop. It'll save you money.